There once was a mouse who lived in a wood, who didn't look like a little mouse should. He had eyes that were nearly as big as his face, and his mouth and his ears were in the wrong place. His arms were like giants, his legs were too small, and his body was really not mouse-like at all. His mummy, she loved him so much she could cry, even though he looked strange with his funny round eyes. She kissed him a lot from his head to his toes, said how desperately beautiful that he would grow. She told him his eyes were for seeing for miles, and his mouth and his ears, well, they'd be there for a while, that his arms were so strong and as tough as a bear, and his legs were for running as fast as a hare. So when he was older, and he was all grown, the time came for Denzil to want to leave home. His mum and his dad had kissed him goodbye and asked him to come back and see them sometime. An owl spotted Denzil alone in the wood and thought he would eat him all up if he could. So he flapped his wings and flew down to get him. But Denzil was special, aren't you forgetting? His legs were small and long and skinny, whizzed round and around and didn't stop spinning. All that Owl could see was dust, and as fast as he flew, he just couldn't keep up. My goodness, he thought, that Mousey can run. I couldn't have even bitten his bum. When Denzil stopped running, Owl had turned back. So he jumped up and down and he started to clap. Hip, hip, hooray, I have escaped. These small skinny legs are really great. So after a rest, like a little mouse should, he went on his way through the beautiful wood. Snap, bang, crash and bong. What on earth is going on? A cat had fallen right out of a tree, and on his way down he'd broken his knee. Oh my, said Denzil, what shall I do? For I could be the cat's dinner too. But Cat was hurt and gave a yelp. Please, strange mouse, can you help? I need to find my way back home, but I can't walk there on my own. So Denzil trusted Poorly Cat and heaved him on his little back. He carried Cat for 2 whole days, his very best he knew he gave. Oh, thank you, Poorly Cat had said, as Denzil tucked him up in bed. Those arms you have are big and strong, the best I've seen on anyone. Rat-a-tat-tat, I saved the cat. He did a great dance, and that was that. As Mouse was walking on and on, his ears pricked up as he strode along. Ooh-wee, what's that I see slithering in front of me? The snake was close and went to bite, but then was given such a fright because Denzil's eyes grew round and bright, turned orange on that moonlit night. Oh, my goodness, Snaky said. His eyes are bigger than his head. This is no mouse I've seen before. And off he slithered along the floor. Hoo-hee, hoo-hey! My eyes are great. He could have bit me and sealed my fate. Denzil turned back through the magical wood to see Mum and Dad, like a little mouse should. When he arrived, they all kissed and cuddled, and Mummy Mouse cried, made a really big puddle. "You're safe, our son," they said with joy. "Our son has grown up from a boy." He told them stories of owl and cat and about Big Snaky, and that was that. He had proved that as strange as the little mouse was, he could do anything that he wanted, because if you're nice and you're kind and you know you are great, you might not be turned into mouseicle cake.